What is up, guys? This is David from Bronx Banter. And honestly, I always start my videos smiling, and it's very hard to do so this episode. Uh, Myself, probably as long as with you that are watching, your friends, your family, my friends, my family, are beyond disappointed, beyond let down. And I'm gonna just cut right to the chase. It's not because, and some of you are like this, but it's not only because the Yankees lost the World Series and didn't win it all, even though I felt like going into it, we wasn't going to be easy, but I 100% had confidence that we were going to win it. We had an incredible team, incredible vibes. Everything just felt like it was clicking. Our bullpen was locked down from start to finish in even through the World Series. We had, one or two little hiccups, but nothing crazy. The bullpen necessarily never really let us down, unlike maybe some of our starting pitching outings and so on and so forth. But that's for another day. But the biggest thing that kind of was the cherry on top, and I kind of theorized this and thought about this heading into game 5, is if we were to get eliminated today, yes, it would have been absolutely disappointing. It would have killed an incredible reset of vibes and just aura we had around the team heading into game 5 and to hopefully going to LA to take game 6 and maybe even game 7 and just to even compete through that point. No other team in baseball would have or has been able to in the World Series to push a game 6 after being down 3-0. So just to do that was already a great accomplishment. But to us, it's a World Series or bust. But really, I'm trying to say, the icing on the cake is the way in which we lost yesterday. I don't think it could have been more demoralizing. I don't know if a blowout would have been better. I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe just as bad. But the fact that we were up 5-0 into the fifth inning, we looked unbeatable. Aaron Judge had an incredible home run. I started screaming on the top of my lungs. That's why my voice is gone. Aaron Judge is back. Our captain's back. If our captain is back, and he had a deep fly ball the next step at, if our captain's back, we're winning this. There's no doubt about it. We all agreed that if our captain is back, there's no doubt we're winning this. And he was spitting on great pitches. It just looked great. Then Jazz goes back to back with him, and with him trotting around the bases, doing his Euro step and his jump shot and all those things. It was just incredible. I was on cloud 9. Then to toss it to the other side, Garrett Cole is just throwing a gem, throwing an incredible, like no hitter into the fourth inning. And we blow it all in the fifth. And not even because of Garrett Cole, but because of stupid, not even physical errors, mental errors. Aaron Judge, that fly ball to Aaron Judge coming in is a routine play. And because it was so routine, he took his eyes off the ball for half a second and drops it. Anthony Volpe has great range, makes a great sliding play to not even get the force out at second or first, but tries to go for the force out at third when we're up 5-0. If you're up 5-0, you're not worrying about the lead runner. You're not. You're just not. That would have been either 1 or 2 outs. You would have gotten the next play, you would have gotten the force runner out at second or at first. Or if you just gotten that 1 out, Garrett Cole would have just struck out 2 batters like he ended up doing anyways on his own. And then the next ball in play, our defense lets him down again. Garrett Cole did not have a team out there. He did not. And it wasn't just physical errors. It wasn't just balls that we couldn't get to because they just found a hole in the gap. No, these were more or less routine plays from Rizzo to Judge to Volpe that has good range. We do expect him to make those type of plays. And we can't make a single out for him. Just one of those outs were recorded. We would have gotten out of that inning with the bases loaded and no runs scored. That is the pivotal point of the game. It would have either been the pivotal downfall of the Yankees or the Dodgers. And that inning was the downfall of the Yankees. That right there is the reason why we're not a World Series team. And shout out to the Dodgers for keeping it clean and making the plays they needed to do. They're a World Series team. Sometimes the World Series team isn't the flashiest team, isn't the coolest team, but it's the team that makes the plays when they need to. And that's what the Dodgers did. They got a sac fly to and I think both of their runs were sac flies. I could be wrong. To not only tie the game 5-6, but take the lead 7-6. And we couldn't make anything happen beyond that. And quite frankly, we shouldn't have had to if we just made normal baseball plays. And this is not by happenstance. Look at game four, not game five, game four. Yes, we got 11 runs. Yes, Volpe got an incredible, historic grand slam. It's going to live with him for the rest of his life and the rest of his Yankee tenure, baseball tenure. Well, Glaber tacks on runs. It was a fun, amazing game to be a fan, but we still had some rough botched plays there. Did we score enough? Absolutely. But game five would have been a carbon copy of game four if we would have scored more runs. Bad defensive cues on both games, but they were covered up from incredible offensive production. And a World Series team has to be good on all aspects of baseball. You can't just be good offensively, because then your defense that's lacking is going to show. And that's exactly what happened. And I'm not saying we don't have good defensive players. What I'm saying is that we don't have ice in our veins. It's sloppy is the best way to describe it. It's sloppy. And this isn't the first time we've seen it. Like I said, we saw it in a couple of games in the World Series. We saw sloppiness probably in the DS and the CS. I'm not too sure. Maybe I've just become blind to it. You guys let me know down in the comments. But 100% in the regular season, we've seen plenty of sloppy plays. And it gets covered up by Aaron Boone saying, oh, it's just baseball. It's this, it's that, whatever. Well, you're in the World Series now. You could say it's baseball all you want, but you got eliminated because of those sloppy plays. There's no dodging that. Do I believe they gave it their all? If they gave it their all and that's what they gave, then you just proved you're not a World Series team. That's what you just proved. It's unbelievable, disappointing. And I told my friends, my family, my wife, I said, this is the most heartbreaking, because God knows if it's going to take another 15 years just to make it to the World Series, let alone win it. Unbelievable. And if you liked today's episode, please make sure you subscribe down below. It'll truly mean the world. Check out what YouTube suggests will be a great video for you. And also, The Martian wants you to subscribe. Judge wants you to subscribe. So make sure you do. And until next time, peace and be blessed.